Guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video, I'm actually going to be breaking down how you can go about successfully starting and scaling a consulting/coaching business to 6 figures per year and beyond. Now, these concepts in here are not theoretical. I've been able to do it myself. I'm in programs right now in this video that I'm actually going to be breaking down, right? Actual strategies, real world strategies, I'm not joking, that have literally cost me $5,800 to actually be in programs for this knowledge here. I'm literally in programs where it's literally cost me like $5,800. I've invested so much money into actual programs, learning this sort of stuff, and I'm gonna give it all to you here for free on this friggin' YouTube video. I'm not even joking. So all I ask for in return is drop me a like, a comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you're new around here. Now, before I get into this, again, these are not theory kind of like practices. These are real things that I've used myself to scale my business to 6 figures, my actual coaching business. In fact, I actually launched a program called Agency Transmutation. You guys already know about it. I'm not talking to agency owners here. I'm kind of more talking to consultants. Well, technically agency owners, you can transition into done for you and done with, from done for you to done with you as well. That's a very good move to actually make eventually. You know, when you get good at the game, you actually start coaching, you know, good players turn into good coaches eventually. It's just the natural progression of things. You actually should be doing that. That's how you evolve, if you will. And eventually you get into do it yourself, which is online programs. Now, as soon as I launched, you know, Agency Transmutation, it only took a couple of months, and that was pretty much almost an instant and 6-figure business. There was a little bit of a slow start, and then once I actually started getting the name out there a little bit and the results started coming in, it was pretty much a 6-figure business pretty much straight away. So I know exactly what I'm talking about in this. Not only that, but these are the same strategies I'm seeing people in the program that I'm basically in that are scaling their businesses to literally like 500K a month, 250K a month, that sort of stuff. I've not really seen agencies scale to that particular level without breaking and being profitable. I'm pretty sure the profit margins on like an agency that does like 500K a month are like 30% at best, 40% or something like that. But with these coaching businesses, there's not really any overheads because it's literally information that you're actually selling. So first and foremost, I just want to break this down. Why do I actually have a coaching business? Why do I have a consulting business? Now, first and foremost, this is a very good question because a lot of people ask me this. If agency life's so good, why do you have a coaching business? And the reason for that is because I just find it so much more fulfilling. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. Let me give you an example. Like, selling men's t-shirts and men's skincare products for an e-com brand and running their ads is cool and all, and you can make a lot of money. And SMA is my cash flow business, but it's not really that fulfilling. And like, I don't really wake up thinking, oh yeah, let's run some ads today. Not that I don't like my clients or anything like that, or I don't wake up, you know, thinking, let's do some social media management today. Like, it's cool and all, you can make a lot of money doing that, and I genuinely recommend you start SMA and stuff like that because it actually genuinely is an amazing thing. But I found that the consulting side of things is much better. I'm not even joking. And when I genuinely mean this, there's literal kids that are like 19, 20 years old that I've helped go from 0 to making 10K, and they've literally been able to move out their mum's apartment into a different country, living in their own penthouse. Now that is what you call fulfillment. It's much more fulfilling. I've always felt like I've always been a genuine just kind of like teacher anyway. Like when I was playing basketball, I was a point guard, so I was leader of the quote unquote team, if you will. It was me that was setting up the plays. So I've always felt like I've had that leadership kind of like quality to me. So I feel like it's just a natural progression for me to go from, you know, done for you to done with you to do it yourself, if you will. Anyway, let's get into this particular video. I've got notes on my screen as always, you guys. I don't want to miss any points. I don't want to blabber on like I've been doing. But starting a 6-figure coaching business is actually quite easy. I've actually found it easier than starting a agency to actually scale it from 0 to 10K. I've actually found it easier to scale a coaching business from 0 to 10K, much more easier. And here are the methods that I basically use. So number one, what you need to do is you need to find a niche. It always starts with a niche that has a problem. You always have to start there. That's just the business in as a whole. Because the real reason why a person hires a coach or an online consultant is to take them from point A to point B. Now, they could be, you know, people that are struggling with, I don't know, binge eating, for example. This is an actual niche that you can actually go after. You don't have to go after teaching people how to make money online. I found that the three kind of like best kind of like solutions are helping people with their health. That's a good one. Helping people with their finances. And then there's another one. I think it's like freeing up people's time or something like that. Those are like the 3 best niches you can actually get into. So if you do any of those 3 things, you're pretty much always going to have some sort of business if you know how to figure that sort of stuff out. So you need a niche with a genuine problem, and you need to be able to solve that problem. So you need an actual genuine skill. If you don't have a genuine skill on how to actually solve this problem, and by the way, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to be a couple of steps ahead of your actual prospects and your ideal clients, if you will. You don't really, for example, if you want to help somebody start an agency, for example, you only need to know how to scale your agency to maybe like 3-4K net profit per month. Sounds crazy, but that's all you need to do. Think about it right now. When you was dead broke, right? Or if you're dead broke right now, how nice does it sound to have an additional 3K, 4K profit coming in from home? I know that a lot of people actually kill for that. Like literally, I remember back when I was struggling, I was hungry, and starving for money, if you will. I was just dead broke. An extra 3-4K a month, that would be absolutely insane. In fact, most of my friends aren't even making that now, and they have university degrees. So if you know how to make an extra 3-4K a month, and you can actually teach somebody what you're doing, you literally can charge them, 2K for that or something like that, because you're actually going to help them make 4K, 3K each and every month, and the ROI on that's going to be amazing. So you need to find a real niche that has a real problem, and you need a real skill that can actually solve that problem. If you don't have that skill, here's what I recommend you do. You're going to have to come up with frameworks. You're going to have to study like hell, become an actual authority figure by building content. And what you're going to do is you're going to have to land clients and actually give them some sort of money back refund. Because when you first do something for the very first time, you're not going to be an expert at it, and that's okay. You're never, like, if you're trying to help agency owners, I don't know, build an agency, you've never built an agency yourself, that kind of, I wouldn't say it's unethical, it's just that you have to have some sort of framework that genuinely works. Maybe take a program or a course or something like that from a person that has, and then leverage that same knowledge to help somebody else directly, because that can actually genuinely help them. And if you can genuinely just help somebody go from 0 to making 3K, you've actually done a successful job there. But the problem is that it's like a catch-22. If you haven't done it before, how do you get the experience to know that you can do it? So it's a bit of a catch-22. So I recommend, when you're completely brand new, have frameworks, have an understanding of how it all works, and then go and offer it as a refund. And if it doesn't work, just offer it with a refund. And if it doesn't work, just refund your clients. Like just chill. Like, it's okay. Just, if it doesn't work, just refund. Just give your client a refund, and then just try learn some more knowledge, if you will. So again, you're not actually supposed to be an expert when you first start. So I do recommend you have at least a skill. If you don't have frameworks that actually genuinely work, even if it's theoretical. Number 2 is to pick a specific niche, like I said, or a subcategory. And what I want you to do is soak up knowledge like a sponge. Go to all the top dogs in your niche. Go and buy their programs if you can afford it, or even just watch their YouTube videos, read the blog articles, read their books, watch their YouTube videos. Just soak up as much knowledge about your niche and their problems and the solution to those problems that you can possibly can. And again, people are going to pay you for taking them from point A to point B. Now, the reason why people are going to pay you is because certain people will have a business, right? So your niche will have a business, and their focus will be on the whole business. But if you can zoom into a particular problem within their business, and you can actually help them solve it, because you're an actual dedicated expert to just solving this one itty bitty problem in their business, they're going to pay you. So let's say you're helping agency owners, and your particular service, if you will, as a consultant, is to help people with their mindset. What you can actually do with that is, because your focus is 100% on mindset, you're going to make much more headway than the agency owner, even though they're running an actual business, if you will. But because you have this one skill and you focus all your energy on just helping agency owners with their mindset, those people will actually pay you to actually help them with their mindset, because mindset is obviously a very important part of business. And the thing is, and this is what I need you to get your head around, and hopefully I'm trying to get this across, is that an agency owner will be focused on a plethora of things, not just mindset. Mindset will be one of them, but because you focus all your energy on one thing, these guys over here have divided attention, whereas you have focused attention on just this one skill that you can help people with. And because you have this one skill, you can actually just, sell that to other people and help them with that mindset and help them move their business forward. Now, the reason why people obviously pay you as well is because if you can take them from point A to point B, and you're actually going to help them make them money, or help them with their health, or free up their time, they're always going to pay you for that. Like, if you can make somebody money, if you charge somebody 2K, but you make them back 10K, per month, they're always going to be able to pay you for that. So they're always going to be willing to pay you for that as well. So that's the actual first step. So you want to make sure that you actually pick a niche. First step is you need a niche or a problem. Second step is subcategory in that particular niche. Soak up the information that you actually need. The third step is to go where your ideal clients are actually hanging out. This is a very, very good point. Like I keep mentioning in like my previous YouTube videos with Upwork, is you want to take your services to people that are already hungry for your services. So if you're a mindset coach for agencies, go and find where other agencies are hanging out. Or if you're a person that helps people with binge eating, go and join like binge eating forums, or dietary kind of like forums on Facebook, on Reddit, or anywhere around the internet, basically, where your ideal clients are kind of like congregating, if you will. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start posting out valuable content and actually helping people in that particular niche. And you're just going to get your name out there by posting content in those groups, just making sure that your name is just continuously top of mind, basically, by posting content, answering people's questions, actually contributing to the community, if you will. You want to make sure that your name is actually going to stick out. So every time somebody sees you post, they know your name. Eventually what's going to happen is you're going to get inbound leads, people actually coming to you. You can even create a YouTube channel. So this is the fourth step. You can actually create a YouTube channel just like this and actually talk about your niche's problems. Now, you don't, again, have to be one of those entrepreneurs that talks about how to make money online. You could literally just be a entrepreneur or a consultant or coach, should I say, that talks about how to run Facebook ads for e-com brands. And all you could do is you could just create a channel that's literally that only talks about Facebook ads for e-com brands. And I'm telling you, you can actually get inbound leads for that, because I've actually genuinely done this with the real estate niche, with the dental niche, with the e-com niche as well. So this is what you do. You just optimize for that one particular problem, if you will, and you just keep talking about that problem or the solutions for that problem. And then what's going to happen is you want to make sure, of course, when you've got a YouTube channel or some sort of content going out there, you want to make sure that there's a very clear path on what they need to do in order to get in touch with you. So for example, when I say in my YouTube videos, go below, the link below, if you want to work with me one-on-one, the link is there. Booking a call with me, or can have a call. And then what you do is you actually close clients through that, because they actually come to you. They see you as an authority figure. And this is why I'm starting to kind of like implement much more consulting in my particular business, and much more why I'm actually going to be teaching students as well how to actually start leveraging their personal brands in order to actually generate clients, because it's actually been a very, very successful strategy for me in terms of my actual consulting business. So number 5 is that you want to create an irresistible offer. Now, when it comes to irresistible offers, you need to know the person's pain problems like the back of their hand. I know that everybody coming into the SMA space has probably gone through all the gurus programs. They've done all this cold outreach and it doesn't work, and they want to scale their agency to 10K. They've tried dropshipping before, but they want to get into SMA because they see it's a legit business model, which it genuinely is. So I actually talk to them about that specific pain problem, how they've gone through all their gurus programs. It's not worked, because it's genuinely a thing. I've not guessed this. I've actually gone out there and done the research, and people have actually come to me and told me that I've gone through so-and-so's program. I tried cold outreach, doesn't really work. Now I teach people how to leverage the hybrid system in the actual agencies, and that's how specific it actually is. Not only am I teaching people how to start an agency, but I'm showing them how to use a very specific strategy within their agency, if you will. And that's what you mean when you need to find a irresistible offer, find a problem, and then you can come up with your irresistible offer. And I also offer a guarantee as well with the people that I work with one-on-one. It's literally an inflatable program. Now, when it comes to creating your program, what you want to do is you want to have like a 4-week to a 6-week long kind of like program. You can actually do like a longer mastermind, but what I would do is I would actually price it around $1,500 to $2,000 at your very beginning to get your feet kind of wet. And this is because people aren't paying, and this is the big mistake people think, they're not actually paying you for the time that you spend with them. They're paying you to solve a problem. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to solve that problem. If somebody comes to me with an agency and they're stuck at 2K per month, and I just tweak one little thing in the agency and it takes me 5 minutes to do that, and then because of that they have some sort of breakthrough and they scale the agency to 15K per month, that right there to me and to them is worth at least them paying me 5K for that. Like literally, I'm not even joking. You could literally charge 10K for that. If they've gone from 2K to making, 15K, that's an additional 13K they've actually made in their particular business. And that's per month. That's literally over 100 grand per year. So you can easily charge 5K for that. You see, that's the value arbitrage there. Consultants technically always get the worst end of the stick, the worst end of the deal, and that's always what it's supposed to be like. Because what you want to do is you want your value to outweigh your price of your actual coaching services or whatever it is that you're actually offering. Whether it's a 4-week program where it's live coaching, or whether it's like a program or something like that where it's online. But what I recommend you do is, if you're unsure about this, just charge $1,500, offer a guarantee, offer some sort of money back refund, should I say, if it doesn't work. just to get your feet wet and to establish what you call proof of concept. Now, once you've got a couple of clients under your belt, as you become better and better, you can start increasing your prices because you actually are becoming more valuable. You have more case studies, and you can actually leverage those case studies in your YouTube videos and all over your brand, basically in the forums, in the communities, to actually attract more clients. So it's almost like this flywheel effect. You start off very slow, and then once you actually start getting client number one, you actually genuinely help them, and you obviously client number one, you would put all your effort into so they get the best results possible. And once they actually start getting results, you can actually talk about this in your community, and that's going to attract more clients to you. And the more clients you get, the more testimonials you get. The more testimonials you get, the more you can talk about in your videos, the more in your content, and the more in the forums and stuff like that. And again, you can put these in the Facebook groups and just break down exactly how you've been able to do this. And that's how you go about doing that, finding Facebook groups. Just type in literally what your niche is. So if you're helping agency owners, go to a group that has agency owners in it. It's very, very simple stuff. If you're helping people with, like binge eating and stuff like that, go to forums where it's talking about diets, or like, I'm not really obviously in this niche, but I'm just coming up with the top of my head, but you get the point. You know the keywords better than me. So you'd actually go and put that into Facebook and actually find groups, join those groups and add members to your Facebook. So when you post content on your Facebook, they see it. It's almost like retargeting ads, if you will. Your name keeps popping up. Now, once you actually start landing clients and getting testimonials, what you can do now, this is point 6, what you can do now is once you actually got proof of concept, you got testimonials coming in, you can actually start creating what you call a case study video, or a VSL, a video sales letter. This is just a simple one-page website where you can actually create just a video, an opt-in with a video on it and a case study on how you're actually able to help people go from, binge eating addict to binge eating free, or how you've been able to help people regain focus in their work, or how you're able to, coach people on how to remain present after work as an entrepreneur, or just all sorts of different niches, which is why this will never be oversaturated. If you can help people with their health, their wealth, and their time, if you will, those free areas, you're always going to be, a valuable person. So again, what you can actually do is put together this case study video, and that's actually going to help you build credibility, and it's actually going to help you scale as well, because it's actually going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting for you. Your case study video is almost like a duplicated version of you that sells your services for you, builds up credibility, shows proof of case studies, and actually just basically like a salesperson. And I'm telling you, this is literally still what 8-figure coaches are still doing. Obviously, they have like an automated webinar and stuff like that, but these video sales letters are very, very powerful still to this day in 2022. And I'm telling you, there's literally coaches that are making like 500k a month actually still using these particular strategies with a dinky funnel and there's some light paid ads, which takes me on to my next point, which is point number 7. Once you actually start becoming more sought after, you've got your case study funnel down, what you can actually do is start implementing paid advertising to actually automate your lead generation into your funnel, and that funnel onto sales calls, and you can actually close. And obviously you can actually double up by hiring sales reps, that sort of stuff, to actually scale your business and move into group coaching, and group coaching will actually scale up as well. But obviously we're only talking about getting to like 6 figures at this point. I mean, at $1,500 you only need about 7 clients, and if you're going to charge starting off, all you need to do is post a couple content per week. I would say 3 to 4 pieces of content per week. You need to just join a couple of Facebook groups and send out around 15 messages per day. Connect with about 20 people on LinkedIn, 10 people on LinkedIn, 40 people on Facebook. So I know that Facebook, you can actually add a lot more people. And then what you can do is just send out 20 messages a day. And I'm telling you, if you just, are even engaging with people in your group, I'm telling you, you can get to like 6-figure mark pretty soon. I would actually say it probably take you about 90 days if you actually do this properly and actually scale up using this particular video. And then once you're actually at that particular, 10k per month mark, you can actually start rolling out some retargeting ads and retargeting people on your case study. But that's a story for another day. But that's how you would go about scaling it from 10k onwards. Well, anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you genuinely take this video and watch it back, I am telling you right now, I am in programs that have literally cost me an arm and a leg to learn this stuff, especially the Facebook group thing where you're posting. It sounds very obvious, but people don't do this. You don't stick to it. You might post once or twice, but you don't stick to it. If you're consistent with this, you will land clients, for your consulting business. But guys, hope you've enjoyed this. It's very kind of like different thing than normally talking about SMA on my particular channel. I'm actually going to start introducing more personal brand stuff. And if you genuinely want help with your personal brand, I'm actually eventually going to start coaching people. Well, it's obviously available right now. I'm actually going to be doing, I've already helped people scale to like 10k per month with their personal brands anyway. So I know this stuff particularly works. I've done it myself. I'm in my own case study. So if you need help with this, let me know and I'll be able to help you identify and create your first, actual proper irresistible offer. I'll help you go about getting leads. I'll show you your content strategy, and I'll break down exactly how you go about closing clients and actually getting your coaching business at 10K per month mark. And yes, there will be a full money get back guarantee. Exactly you see how I practice what I preach in my particular video. I just told you about it, and now I'm doing the same thing. This is how it works basically, people. But long story short, guys, hope you're doing well. And then, yes, I still have my agency, by the way. I don't know why you would think that. I literally just made a video literally 2 days ago or something like that, at the time of you watching this, about my agency. So yes, I do have my agency. I do have a consulting on the side, if you will. That being said though, guys, hope you're doing well and staying safe, and I will see you guys in the next video pretty soon. If you do want my help, just click the link below. There is a call that you can actually book in and speak to me myself. That being said though, guys, I'll see you guys soon, and yeah, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.